Hey, welcome to Wildcat Field and the playoff game between Cuba and North Fulton and the Rivers Wildcats for eight-man football. And we're going to go live in just a little bit, um, but we'll keep it going here, and we'll be back real soon. Hey, welcome to Wildcat Field for the playoff game for the I-8 FA between Cuba North Fulton and record 2-7 versus the Rivers Wildcats 6-3 in their first year of eight-man. And with me is Jacob Green, our color commentary coach Green, because everyone that knows that I know nothing about football. While we're going on, we are broadcasting in high def, so you should get a pretty awesome picture. And I think we're filming right now. The boys are going to come out of a cattle trailer. If Ben can get it, is that the best you can do, Ben? We could ask him to move, um, and we'll try to see if we can show this coming. Also, don't forget we have a chat feature there on on YouTube. So please chat. Well, there we go. I think we got the clear. They're going to come out of there, and we haven't seen that before. So here we go. There's us here in the booth.
Definitely small school football at its finest right here, running out of a
Yes,
cattle trailer. I've not seen that one.
we'll be watching that to see when they jump out.
Seen running through tunnels, running through a line of Harleys or a bunch of Jeeps. This is a new one.
We do have some good news. We're talking that if the farther we go in playoffs, if it's possible on away games to broadcast the games, we're going. We're there. So,
Absolutely.
so one of us will be there, and we'll do the best show possible. Oh, we lost the footage again. Oh, no, we're good. We're back. We're back. He's real close. He just moved us left just a little bit. Anyhow, we'll stay quiet here for a little bit, and as soon as they jump out, we'll go and we'll go live. And there they go. So we're coming out of the cow trailer, and we got some cowbell. I like it. That's some good footage there by our cameraman Ben Bremer. Well, what do we know about Cuba North Fulton, Coach Green?
Well, they've had what 8, 9 long weeks in between the last matchup against River Ridge, just like we have, and
Last time
I'm
we
sure
faced
they've gotten
them,
better. I'm sure they've gotten better.
last time we faced them, we beat them. I think 60-22. But in the pregame, or I'm sorry, in the playoff show that the I8FA did. I don't know. Did you get to see that
I did
playoff?
not, no.
They ran a YouTube video just like kind of what we do, a little bit better graphics than what we do, and they did a preview. And the coach of Aldrin Hebron said Cuban North Fulton was the dark horse, so we cannot take this game lightly.
No, absolutely not. And the thing about a team like this is they've got a lot of juniors here on the roster. That means they've got kids that have really been improving a lot all year. Um, they're going to be physical. I know they've got some speed. It's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, so don't forget, the game is about ready to start here. Any questions? Just chat with us. We have fun. If there's any Cuba North Fulton fans, let us know who you're cheering for, and we'll say it over the airways, so to speak. The airway, the internet. Is that actually airways? I don't know. The satellites.
That sounds good.
But no, we'd love to do that and brag up kids from both teams, and we'd love to hear that. Don't forget too that you can watch this on your on your big screen TV if you have a YouTube app, and it's in high definition, so it should be pretty awesome. Here comes Cuba North Fulton. What is their mascot? They're the Wildcats too.
Wildcats as well.
So it's the Wildcats versus the Wildcats. We'll probably be calling them Cuba North Fulton all game. Got a couple people chatting with us. Looks like North Fulton won the toss and probably deferred as we're moving on. I don't know if they're on yet, but we do have quarterback Brighton Engel's grandparents from Indiana watching. Now that they know to watch, we had that a couple of weeks ago. So we're glad to have them. So they're the farthest that we know of, but if you're farther watching, please let us know, and
Absolutely. Yep.
we'll talk about you on the air, and we like doing that.
At kickoff time here, we're going to be at about 38 degrees Fahrenheit or somewhere around 3 degrees Celsius for those of you watching overseas.
Or south. Coach Green can attest to this. I was practicing my frozen tundra voice when we get the snow last week, but the snow's gone, and the field looks like it's in great shape.
Yeah, it's still going to be cold out there, that's for sure. But these guys, it's a pretty good day. You know, we should stay away from kids getting wet or anything like that. I don't think it's going to rain.
Just a perfect football day.
Yeah, this is definitely November football. You see all the running backs, the quarterbacks, everybody like that. Wide receivers got the long sleeves on, and pretty much any kid with a number that starts with a 5, a 6, or a 7, they got short sleeves and and no socks, and so. We're going to get things started here with number 23, Evan Yeast, kicking off for Cuba North Fulton. Squib kick down the middle. It is bobbled a little bit, but covered up by.
We're gonna have our cameraman zoom in a little bit more. Ben, get in there. Keep going, Ben. We actually have our cameraman hooked up to our sound so he can hear us. You can go even in farther yet. This is high definition. We want them to see the facial expressions. So the Wildcats take the ball. Quarterback Brighton Engel, flanked by running backs Joe Diaz and Caleb Rhodes. Probably a gain of 3 yards, tackled by number 56.
Yeah, it's windy today, and I think you're going to see the ball on the ground a lot. River Ridge front line of Pratt and
Ben, get in even more,
Wachter
Ben.
And Jarrett Schonar, I think, it's going to be a big day for them.
Get in closer, Ben. Keep going. There you go.
Oh, ball's on the ground.
Uh-oh. Looks like Engel recovered it.
Engel recovers his own fumble.
Number 71 there. Bailey Markley was right there, but he was kind of on his back end and couldn't quite get some hands on it, but he was definitely there. So River Ridge escapes trouble there. It's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. They break the huddle in an I formation. Overload to a side, and ball's on the ground again. And it looks like Cuba North Fulton thinks they got it. And the signal from the referees is that they do. So
North Fulton recovers the fumble, takes over on the Wildcats 36.
Cuba North Fulton's going to have the ball in a good spot, taking advantage of the mistake by the Wildcats. So unfortunate turn of events for River Ridge, but we've got to get after it on defense here as Cuba North Fulton heads in to River Ridge territory starting on their 38. Pistol formation, handoff up the middle for a gain of about 2.
Yeah, the Wildcats are without 2 key players. Senior Dylan Landwer, who blew his knee out maybe in about the 4th game of the year. He had blown it earlier,
1-yard run.
and he's out. He was a great running back and a stud on defense. And then Jacob Soller is the team leader in tackles for us is out, and also an offensive lineman. So we got some subs in there.
Yeah, Landwehr and Soller is really 2 anchors on this team. Tough to lose players like that. But there's definitely some very capable boys in their spots. So.
Yep, next man up, right?
Pistol formation. Not sure River Ridge has seen a lot of this year. Pitch around to the left side. Diaz gets him, and a host of Wildcats push him out here.
And that's the guy that needs to step up is Diaz.
Yeah.
Diaz is a senior. He's got to be a leader. Him and Rhodes need to step up on defense. And I think Rhodes had 9 tackles in the last game.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both on both sides of the ball. Those 2
Yes.
young men are going to have very solid games today. Just a single receiver here to the right for Cuba North Fulton. Motion, and it's a toss out to the right, and no one's out there. Well, that was a nice play, though. Nice recovery.
Tackled by 85 Whitmer.
Whitmer, if Whitmer doesn't make that play, that's definitely potentially going to be a first down for Cuba North Fulton. That was a couple Wildcats got tripped up on defense there, and he was the last man.
So 4th and 6 on the 35-yard line. This is definitely 4-down territory.
Yeah, can't think of a scenario unless you were protecting the lead late where you'd ever punt here in 8-man football. I think they're definitely drawing something up, taking one of their best plays and roll the dice.
Yeah, and if you're new to 8-man football, some of the there's not a lot of differences. It's football, but the scores are higher, and the coaches are. It's more you're more inclined to risk it on 4th and 5.
Yeah, and even from this spot, I think we got a timeout here. Cuba North Fulton with 8:31 to go in the first quarter. Even with 4th and 6, even from their 35 going in, 11-man football teams are going for this most of the time. So they're definitely going to take time and talk it over.
Well, we're going to be back in about 60 seconds, so please don't forget to chat with us, and we will be right back. Hey, we're back. Big play here early on the game. 4th and 6 for Cuba North Fulton on their own 35-yard line. They called timeout, so they have their best play in, and let's see what happens here. Jet sweep. Nope.
Straight up the middle. Diaz turns him back in, and River Ridge is all over that play.
Little slippery footing there, it looked like, but
number 20, Trevor Goforth, just didn't have anywhere to go, and no pun intended there. But
go for it, went for it.
Yeah, but that was an interesting call. They hadn't ran up the middle really. Well, they only ran a few plays, but they hadn't ran up the middle yet. I was surprised to see them do that. So River Ridge is going to take over here, 1st and 10 from their own 35.
Let's hope we do a little bit better job on on the handoffs.
Yeah, got to take care of the ball here. We've seen that in the past.
Do you get that where you're so excited you're moving before you actually have the ball?
Absolutely.
Is that what it is?
Absolutely. especially if it's your first playoff game.
Look at everybody on the right side, and they pitch to the left. Caleb Rhodes gonna get about a 7-yard gain pushed out of bounds. That was kind of a neat formation.
Yeah, well, they pitched away from all the linemen. I mean, there was nobody out there. This is kind of one of those things where if you're playing 11-man football, there's extra guys out on the field, and there's usually always going to be a corner over there or something that just kind of has free responsibility and can just, hang for that kind of play. But with only 8 men out there on defense, you don't have that luxury. So interesting play call. You're definitely not going to see that anywhere but 8-man football most of the time.
Second and along 2.
Here's a pretty familiar formation for River Ridge.
Angle keeps it,
room.
he's got a nice block there by Albright, and he's going to get 6 more yards because of it. First down, about a 16-yard run. From that formation, they run that counter that's devastating.
Yeah, they do so much out of that, and I know we give them credit where it's due, but Caden Albright there, just another great block like he's been doing all year long.
We've talked about the wide receivers. The other one is Whitmer. They block very well for wide receivers, both of them, and it's one of the reasons why our running backs run pretty good. Caleb Rhodes got a nice blocker, and Diaz makes a nice block, and Rhodes runs out of bounds. He is going to be about a 15-yard run for a Wildcat first down. Now the Wildcats are moving.
Yep, Diaz and Albright out front there again, getting them some room, and they had their men backpedaling, so I would be surprised if they didn't go back to that play very soon.
We do have Ethan Martindale from Cuba North Fulton watching. So, Ethan, I didn't catch it right away because you said Cats, but then I saw the NFW there. So
Ethan Martindale is number 7 on the squad. So
must be his family maybe watching somewhere. There goes Angle. Fights for another 10 yards, 11 yards. First down, Wildcats. We're glad to have the Cuba North Fulton people listening. So tell all your friends over there they don't have to travel. They can watch. Wildcats in two games ago when they lost to Polo, whose defense is really good, had problems scoring in the red zone. So let's hope we don't have that problem tonight.
And you're going to, just week in and week out, you're going to have opportunities. That's the thing about 8-man football. You're going to have opportunities to score, and you got to capitalize. And you miss out on a few opportunities, and that's the swing of the game right there.
We just got a text for great camera work, Ben, so keep it up. Not
much there for Rhodes.
No, that was a read option because Engel held on to that just a little bit, and then he gave it to Rhodes.
As soon as he had the ball, there was 5 or 6 white jerseys on that side ready to try to bring him down. So he gets 2, though. And
excellent defense there by Cuba North Fulton.
Yep, absolutely.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Spreading things out again here. We saw a run to the. Oh, we got a jet sweep maybe here. No.
Oh, I thought he fumbled
Nice
it
counter
there.
Diaz is going to
Joe
get
Diaz in for the touchdown. River Ridge scores first. 6-0. Senior Joe Diaz. We were talking about him. We need a big game out of him, and we got an early score.
Cuba North Fulton player a little shook up here in the end zone. Number 7, Martindale. He's coming to his feet, though, on his own, it looks like. Hopefully the young man's okay. Looks like he might have just got maybe hit where
you don't want to be hit at.
Maybe the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, I think that's what we can say. The wind got knocked out of him. So, is he the quarterback, too? Is that what we hit?
Yeah.
So, obviously a tough player because
he's walking up under his own power, though, so we'll hope for a quick return for him.
Well, I think we have his family listening, so we'll make sure we get an update as soon as we see something or if we hear anything, we'll let you know. Wildcats going for the 2-point conversion. Angle is not. We're in Wildcat formation. Do you see that, Coach?
Yep, Engel's out there in the slot.
And
Rhodes is going to take and it's going to be a keeper on there. We got a flag.
Yeah, I think false start on us. Is that right? Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. So that'll push.
Try to show the
back.
official there, Ben.
False start
Yep. Next time, get him so the people at home can see it too. So, false start on the 2-point conversion, and we'll try it again.
And we'll see here if Brighton Angle doesn't go back under center with from
give
the
a little
7-yard or 8-yard line.
option to
here.
pass. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I think. I don't think River Ridge has any problem running the ball here from this distance, but
No.
and they're gonna pick what they think is gonna work best. But
And
see here,
and
haven't seen the
Caleb
ball in the air yet.
Engel was hurt for one game, and Caleb Rhodes quartered.
Yep, looks like Engel is going to step under center here again. Rhodes heads out to the slot. 3 wide receivers in the shotgun look here for River Ridge. Looks like Cuba North Fulton might bring 4 here. 5, they do. Well, 2-point conversion is going to be no good there on the run by Caleb Rhodes around the right side. So 6:16 to go in the first quarter here. River Ridge Wildcats take an early lead 6-0.
And we'll be back in about 60 seconds. Hey, we're back. Wildcats about ready to kick off after the Diaz score. We're in the first quarter with
6:16 to go here. Got a little wind out there. I'm thinking the windier it gets here, the less we're going to see the ball in the air. But River Ridge yet to pass. Cuba's thrown. I don't think Cuba's thrown one either. So
yeah, no reason to yet.
Angle to kick.
Angle's kicking off. And he boots
What a
it
boot.
over the head of 17.
Stay in bounds.
It went out of bounds.
That ball is in the end zone on a normal 11-man football field. That's the thing. What a nice kick, though.
He's a pretty talented
I
guy.
did not know he was kicking.
He's the punter, though, right? Angle's
He is
the punter.
the punter. Wonder if he didn't just show up to practice one day and go, "Hey, coach, I'll try that."
Well, as athletics he is, he could do it. So we do have Brighton Angle's grandparents watching in Indianapolis, but we also have someone close to you watching, huh?
First down.
Oh,
83,
Pratt and
63.
Down by Pratt and Winter.
yeah, Pratt and Winter there on the stop in the backfield.
And those are 2 guys subbing in for the guys that are hurt, and they have to play big, and so far they're doing a great job.
Yep, Jacob Solers is down there on the sideline, just rooting those guys on for sure. That's his spot.
Here comes Cuba North Fulton, ready to run. 2nd down and 11 after that loss of 1. The quarterback 7 is back in. Martindale?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yep, Martindale back in.
He looks fine. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him or something.
Counterplay.
Counterplay
Oh,
met by
that is right there.
met by Andrew Pratt, and
Andrew Pratt.
that is a deadly play when run good, and Andrew Pratt was right there.
Oh, he did just what he's supposed to do there. He gets across the line, and if the ball's going the other way, you turn in and you wait to make sure that counter doesn't get over. And he contained exactly like he's supposed to. Coach has got to be happy about that. That's so tough to do when you see a play you want to go try and make a play the other way. And
Well, we run that play well, so I'm sure he's seen it in practice, just a
sure
couple
he has,
times.
maybe.
Yeah. And of course, by now there's a lot of game footage on both teams, so um, it definitely looks like Cuba North Fulton is following Rhodes wherever he goes.
The carry by number 20 around the right side.
Number 25 for the
Yeah,
Wildcats,
Trevor Gruby right there.
Trevor Gruby stopping him on the line. They're going to get about a gain. About a gain of 2 yards. So it'll be 4th and 9.
Yeah,
And
this is a spot too where I would say it looks like they're going to punt, but for some teams
you go for it.
they're
Here.
okay with
yeah,
it. Yeah.
Teams with really good defenses like Polo, they would definitely go for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You take your chances. I mean, it's when you're averaging 6, 7, 8 yards a play. This is a coin flip. Road's not too far back here on the punt, but they are punting into the wind here.
Ooh, Pratt
It's a
almost got
low
his
one
hands
down.
on it. And he's going to be sliding. And Wildcats getting the ball over on their own 34-yard line. And we'll be back in about 60 seconds. Ben, if you can show the scoreboard when we go back for 60 seconds, that would be great. Slowly, so you don't make people sick. But there you go. And then zoom in on it. Hold it for about 10 seconds, and then slowly bring the camera back.
We're back. Joe Diaz around the right side for the Wildcats off of 1st and 10. Picks up just about enough for the first. And he's going to be – they're going to give it to him. First down.
First
Wildcats.
down, Wildcats.
What we got there? Hot dog? We good?
That sounds good.
Actually cooked this time.
Hey, all right. So River Ridge with a fresh set of downs here. Out of the shotgun here. Engel takes his snap. Hand off to Diaz. Diaz, patient runner. Gets around the right for another gain of 8 or 9.
Yeah,
He
we've
is
talked
so
to
patient.
we've talked about that before. That he will follow the running back and to the right time, and then boom, he's
Yeah.
gone.
Well, both he and Rhodes have that gear where they can just twitch and go, and he's very patient, especially when he gets 2 or 3 of his teammates out in front of him. He's gonna wait, and as long as they're pushing forward, he's not gonna make any sudden movements. He's gonna wait for the right time. So great piece of running there. 2nd and 1 for River Ridge.
You can't see that. That's a great shot though there by Ben. Look at that. The ball's there. Here comes the Cats ready to run the play. Great job, Ben.
Rhodes around the outside on the sweep. He's going to get the first down. He's got more, but he's brought down by a host of Cuba North Fulton Wildcats.
First down.
Looks like they're going to put the ball around the 41 of Cuba North Fulton.
We just had a comment by Mrs. Bingham about the gray uniforms, and there's a really cool story about the gray uniforms. If you don't know, they're brand new. Next time we have a 60-second delay, we'll tell that story. But big hats off to AD Sean Albright and Coach Doug Nicholas to surprise the kids with brand new uniforms. So we'll tell that story in a little bit.
Hey, tell Ross to go grab the head coach headset so I can talk to him. He's right behind you.
River Ridge taking their time in the huddle here. Dalton
They got the
Lafter
10-second warning,
Yep, they're. Looks
the
like they should be
5-second
fine
warning.
here.
Yeah. There's the counter. Cuba North Fulton played it well.
Yes, they did.
Good job by Cuba North Fulton, and they're going to get probably no gain for Rhodes. They are keen on him.
Yes, they are, and rightfully so. He's got to be. I'm not sure
He's
what
got to
his-
be close to the league leader in yards.
Yeah,
If not
absolutely.
yards, touchdowns.
I'm sure he's well over 1,000 yards for the year.
I think he has
Even-
19 touchdowns too.
Even with the just the trio of backs that River Ridge has, I think he's got to have close to 1,000, if not over.
I think they said 1,200, 1,400. Does that sound right?
Could be.
Anyhow,
He's had a couple over 200. I know.
Cuba North Fulton did a good job there on first down. Wildcats are going to have to do well here.
Got some sun popping out here finally.
Hey, I don't know what that looks like.
Haven't seen it in a while. There's
Rhodes right up the
again.
middle, and he's going to get about 4 yards. Tackled by number 23.
Rhodes picks up 4.
Yep. Evan Yeast again.
Brought down by Yeast.
Hopefully we're pronouncing that right. Yeast or Yost? Yeah, I
Yep.
think it's Yeast.
Again, anyone from Cuba North Fulton on, if we're pronouncing something wrong or something you want to tell
Chew
or
us out.
chew us out. Big play here for Cuba North Fulton.
Yep, and I don't think River Ridge has to run a play here in the first quarter if they
Quarter's gonna
want
end.
to. We got about 16 seconds to go here, but Dalton Wachter breaks the huddle, heads up to the ball. He got 11 to go. It looks like they're going to try to get one off. Back judge is not counting, so it'll be up to them. They're going to get it off. Engel keeps it on the left. He's going to have first down. And more.
Man, he ran 10 yards,
Oh,
7
man.
yards with a
Lot
guy
of heart
hanging
there,
on
all
him.
the way up inside the 20, and that's where River Ridge will start the second quarter. So nice run there by Engel.
End of the first. River Ridge.
So, go ahead.
Well, at the end of the first quarter here, River Ridge up 6-0. Neither team showing any, breakaway
Any big
abilities
bursts?
yet,
No,
but
nope.
River Ridge definitely taking care of it on the ground.
So we're gonna tell the story. So our uniforms are getting pretty old. I don't know how old they are, but football uniforms wear out a little bit more than everybody else's uniforms. And I think we were in line to get new uniforms for next year. But somewhere it had to be 4 to 6 weeks ago when we had a good start. Somewhere athletic director Sean Albright and coach Doug Nicholas talked about getting the jerseys now. And Thursday at the end of the season, 6-3, 6 with the most wins we've ever had, and in the playoffs. Coach brought him in to the gym, and I just happened to be there coaching the 8th graders, and he had all their new jerseys laid out, and we got to watch the kids come in, the high school football team come in and see their new jerseys, and it was a pretty cool sight. I heard a whole bunch of "oh yeahs" and things like that. So just a great thing for athletic director Albright and Coach Nicholas to do to surprise the kids out and reward them for something they've well deserved.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think there might have been a little jealousy factor in there, too. I heard some grumbles about some of the other teams possibly having a third color. So they thought they deserved that, and they do.
So that's why we have brand new gray uniforms on, and they look sharp. And the helmets are navy, but they blend in and look gray. So it just looks like a cool uniform.
Yeah, they look sharp out there for sure, and you look good, you play good.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Wildcats with a new set of downs, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. They're in the red zone, and we've had trouble in the last couple of games scoring from the red zone, but not so far today in our one trip. So let's
Last
see what
time
they
we
can
were
do.
under center, too. The ball was on the ground, but this time, clean handoff to Diaz, and Diaz is able to get up close to the 15, so not a bad pickup there.
Tackled by Dustin Lovett, and he's going to get about a 4+ yards. We get 5 yards every play. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, we're going to be okay with that for sure. That's
2nd and 5.
no problems there. Already looking like a much different type ball game than first meeting for sure. Just 6 points here through 12 minutes and counting. So
Well, like I said, Cuba North Fulton's been playing very good here at the end of the year, so this is not a game that no one was taking
boy, Diaz running hard up the middle off the handoff. from
lightly.
Engel.
I think he's going to get the first down,
Yeah,
too.
he's
So it's going to
up
be 1st and goal for the Cats on the 9-yard line, 8-yard line, 9-yard line.
And the men running the sticks will take a break here. We'll have 1st and goal.
And we have the Wachter boys. I don't know what happened to Irv, but Dad Mark's there to make sure they do a good job. Corey and Austin Wachter doing the sticks with Dad Mark, and there's someone else. I can't. Oh, Mr. Herring.
High formation again here. Oh, pitch to Rose.
Oh,
Rose
nice
got
play.
room to run. He's going to be in.
Yeah, they're going to call a hold on. The hold was on Martindale, but I I didn't
Yeah,
see
he
what-
was. No, he was. That was a pretty obvious one. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
I
the
saw that
flag
too.
came in late too.
Was that I don't want to say Whitmer. Was that Whitmer? He's looking kind of dejected that he. Yeah, I don't think he needed to either. That's what's worse. So Wildcats can get a holding call. They're talking it over. We'll have to make sure the cameraman Ben follows the guy in the white hat. Zoom up to him as close as you can, Ben, so we can see what the call is. Or did they already do it? We must have missed it. All right.
River Ridge will have first and goal from their 15.
10-yard penalty from the spot. First and goal from the 15. Doesn't change much, though, Coach, does it?
No, not really. Just a few more yards to go. They're still got 4 downs to do it. So Engel's going to keep it. He's got
Engel's-
lots of room.
Whitmer
with
there
a nice
blocking on that
block.
side a little gingerly, and Engel walks in. Wildcats up 12-6.
Plenty of cowbell out there from the River Ridge faithful. Great to hear that as they take the lead 12-0 here with 10:24 to go in the second quarter.
Up to 38 viewers, Coach.
Hey,
We got to hit 50, don't you think?
38 people that can actually tolerate us, huh? Little Green Bay Packer touchdown music going. I'm not sure that's
Well, they are
appropriate.
champions.
Well, that's an opinion. Wildcat formation, Rhodes around the right side.
Another
He's in for
penalty
the 2,
flag.
but another flag, and I think we're going to have another holding call. And that is
Holding
a fact.
River Ridge.
So that's going to back them up 10, as opposed to the last 2-point conversion attempt. They were backed up 5 on a false start, so this is going to be 10. It's going to give them about 12 yards to head in for the 2. This is sometimes, too, a spot where if you had a kicker, this would definitely be the time, but I don't think they're going to mess with that.
I don't think they've practiced it all year, so we're going for it.
We could see a fluty drop kick, maybe.
Does Angle have that in his
I don't know if he does.
You know what, though? If he did have it, it wouldn't surprise
I
me.
don't know if he has that. We should show him some film at the very least this week,
We could do that.
if we have the opportunity to play on. And this has been a run to Diaz out of this a few times here. Let's see. Oh, Engel's going to pass. He's got Rhodes. Oh, Rhodes can't bring it in, and it's going to be a 2-point conversion failed there. So the score will be 12-0 River Ridge
North Fulton 0.
with 10:24 to go in the second quarter. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Go ahead and show the score, Ben.
Okay, we're back here, getting ready for kickoff from River Ridge. 12-0 is the score with 10:24 to go in the second quarter. Engel back to kick again. Wind is definitely picking up here. Here's the kick, and it's a dandy down the middle. Mishandled in the back by North Fulton, but number 7 has some room around the right side. Ethan Martindale with a nice return there up to the 32-yard line. And Engel kicks the ball off, and Engel makes the tackle. So nice return there off of a really excellent kick. So good return. Let's see if Cuba North Fulton can get something going here. They are in the pistol once again. Martindale will take the snap. Here's the pitch, and River Ridge is ready for it there. Number 25, Trevor Gruby.
Trevor Gruby with another nice play.
He's been busy already, and I don't think he minds it one bit.
We got a Gruby fan behind us.
Oh, okay. I haven't met the kid, honestly.
He's a good kid.
I've probably seen him a million times. Just don't teach him.
He's one of those tall kids.
He's one of those tall kids.
Wildcats at second and 16. The Wildcats, the North Cuba Fulton Wildcats at second and 16 on their own 27-yard line. Martindale in the shotgun.
Handoff up the middle. Oh, there's Gruby again, and then a couple teammates to help out. He was right in there. Had the guy by the ankles. Looks like Whitmer and Pratt cleaning things up.
He's playing middle linebacker, Gruby is, so he's just reading the ball, right?
Honestly, I haven't watched him set up here.
Usually he plays safety, but he's not. Looks like Engel's in safety, and Gruby's right there at the middle linebacker spot.
Yeah, I've seen a couple games where they've had Rhodes kind of playing in the middle, or they've had
Coach
Eagle
Nicholas
playing in the middle, and they're mixing it up here.
He talked about that he really wanted Rhodes on the end, him and Diaz on the end to stop
absolutely.
that. So Trevor Gruby, one of our subs are in. It has to play big there, and so far, so good. Pass play.
Oh, wide open man. 23 makes the catch. Engel brings him down, but it is going to be enough for Cuba North Fulton first down.
Nice pass by Martindale, the number 23.
Evan Yaste, and that's a gain of right around 16, 17 yards. First down, Cuba North Fulton. 8:32 to go in the second quarter. Ball on the 45-yard line and a fresh set of downs.
This is a big drive for Cuba North Fulton.
Yeah, for sure.
They want to stay within one score. They don't want to get behind.
And they've got a little momentum going
Yep,
here.
that was a big play.
I think we're going to see the ball back on the ground again. That wind is really howling.
Wildcats playing that cover 2 that they did against Schlarman. One linebacker, two.
Split safeties there.
Yeah. And there's Gruby again shooting that gap, playing middle linebacker. Going to be a loss of about 1 yard.
That's one thing I've noticed too with defenses here, whether you want to call them corners or safeties. Since there's only 8 men on the defensive side, there's not always an opportunity for a deep safety, so those corners sometimes back up quite a bit. Second and 12 here for Cuba North Fulton. Counterplay. Yates around the outside. He's able to get back just a hair past the line of scrimmage, but that was bottled up.
That was Gruby N53 there.
Yeah, he's really reading the ball well. And something I noticed here just on this last play is Cuba North Fulton quarterback Martindale is watching the back judge, waiting for quite a bit of clock to go off here. So they're hoping to sustain this drive and take quite a bit of time off while they're at it. He's there eyeing up that back judge again. He's not going to call the cadence at all until the last minute here.
Pass play. Oh, wide open. Oh! Wide open. The Wildcats fell for all that, and Yaste, is that his name? Yaste just bobbled it. He had a touchdown.
Yeah, the Wildcats were coming. Number 9, Quentin Gilpin, made an excellent block on a pass rush and gave his teammate Martindale some time to get the ball off. But
Martindale made a perfect pass.
Hey, he dropped it right in there.
Unfortunate for them, but good for Good for us.
And he got a little shook up on the play again, but I think he's going to be okay here. Cuba North Fulton getting ready to punt. Rhodes deep, standing on his own 32.
I can't see him punting to him. They're going to punt out of bounds, don't you think?
The back judge is counting down. We'll see if they get it off. They do. Wachter almost gets his hands on it to block it. Clean punt. Rhodes returns it, but not for
about 1
any
yard.
yardage.
Number 9 for
Yeah, that's Gilpin
Flippin'.
there.
River Ridge will take over on the 25.
Wildcats. Dodged the bullet there, and they'll take over on the 25-yard line, and
Yeah.
we'll just stay here.
Yep, Cuba North Fulton had some. Looks like they had something going there, but a couple plays were snuffed out. Trevor Gruby coming up really big there on that drive for River Ridge, snuffing out a couple plays. Might have had 3 solo tackles. That 2 of them there right back to back really kind of shut things down. So River Ridge will take the ball back on their own 25 with 6:11 to go here in the second quarter. Hope to get something going again.
Yeah, and I think Cuba North Fulton found out something. They're having a hard time running against River Ridge, but they might be able to pass.
Yeah, they've got some athletes, that's for sure. Rhodes are on the right side. He breaks
Breaks
a
a
tackle, breaks another tackle.
And
He might
he's
be
gone.
He's got one man to beat, number 9, Gilpin.
No
And
flags.
Speed's going to win here. 43, Caleb Rhodes in for the River Ridge touchdown.
No flags anywhere. Wildcats score again, 18-0.
He was slippery on that one. Two missed blocks. Well, he really broke the second one, and with 5:56 to go in the second quarter, River Ridge strikes again. Big momentum shift there. Cuba North Fulton had something going there. Obviously, still early, but with the big drop pass and then one play for a touchdown, that's. See if River Ridge can get a 2-point conversion here. Diaz.
There
on
they
the
run that counter.
and they're in.
That's the first time they showed that. They showed it for a 2-point conversion, and they get 2 points.
Yep.
So 20-0.
Yep.
Our cameraman will show the score. He's been instructed not to move the camera fast. He's doing a great job. So while we're waiting, Ben, our cameraman, is in the communications class, and it's required that one of them has to run the camera in each game. And he's probably wishing that he would have chose a warmer game, right, Ben? Yes, he is. But he's doing a great job. We're glad we have him. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds. All right, we're back. Wildcats up 20-0
Engel getting ready to kick
6
off
minutes
in 40.
with 6 minutes left to go.
Oh, and a squib kick. Interesting. I don't know if I think he meant to do that, but
I think he missed it too, but we'll say it was an onside attempt.
we'll let him tell us later.
North Fulton will start on.
That's going to give North Fulton some darn good field position.
Yes,
right
it
where
is.
Kind of right where they left off on their last drive, so lots of time to go here. Great to see so many fans in the stands, even on a cold day. 16,000 people here in attendance today.
No, what a lot of fans here.
There is though. There's not a ton of empty bleacher out there. There's a lot of people bundled up.
Martindale's pass is incomplete. The Wildcats are actually defending that very well, so they've made some adjustments, and hopefully we don't give up any more big plays or big play attempts. But that was good. We had a nice blitz by Rhodes too on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 10 on the Cuba North Fulton own 47-yard line. A little less than 6 minutes left to go in the half. Big drive here for Cuba.
Looks like an empty backfield here, so we're probably going to see a pass.
No one's on the. there they
you
are.
go.
Now we got our defense set.
Ooh, looks like a keeper, Martindale, but
Oh, there's a fumble.
ball's out. 21, Joe Diaz causes the fumble.
Yep. And it looks like the Wildcats are going to recover it.
Yep.
The River Ridge is going to recover it.
Andrew Pratt recovers the fumble forced by Diaz, and Wacker was in there as well.
They spread it out, and Martindale was going to run, and Diaz was there.
Yeah, he got tossed around a little bit there and lost control of it.
Wildcats will take over on Cuba North Fulton's 42-yard line with plenty of time left to score in the half.
You
And
hear
we're up
those
to
cowbells
40.
in the background. If you're a River Ridge fan, that's a positive. Big reaction there, really exploring the space. There's
that
again for
counter.
Diaz.
And Diaz had to pause for a second. That probably cost him a touchdown.
Yeah, Whitmer out there blocking for him. He's able to get up to the right around the 20-yard line. Nice run there.
Goforth pushes him out, and he had to pause there, or he might have scored on that one. It looked like just the handoff was a little slow.
Yeah, you got the snap, you got the fake, and then you got the handoff. Lots going on back there.
Yeah.
Not quite as seamless as they've run in the past, but
Big run, about 15-plus yards. Engel keeps himself, and he makes a nice comeback. He's in the touchdown.
touchdown Wildcats.
There is no flag on the play that I see. Touchdown is good. Wildcats up 26-0.
So another quick strike here, Mike. 5:25 now to go, and it went from 6 to 26. Very quick.
Yes, it did. That's eight-man football. You can score. You can put a lot of points up real easy.
Engel keeps it again for the 2. He gets a nice block around the outside, and he's in.
He's in.
River Ridge 2-point conversion good. So with 5:25 to go in the second quarter, River Ridge takes a 28-0 lead over Cuba North Fulton.
Ben, we were talking about the crowd, and we have a request to scan the crowd. Is there any way you can scan the crowd and show everybody how many people we got here? Hey, there we go. Hey, we know some of those people. Hey, there you go. You can scan to the right as you go show the score. And we will be back in about 60 seconds. Hey, we're back, and I am Joe Buck. With me is Troy Aikman. And Wildcats are kicking off. That wasn't done on purpose. There's a little squib kick. And, it looks like River Ridge has it.
They think they
Zoom
got
right
it.
in on that, Ben.
Oh, they're going to give it to Cuba.
Cuba is going to recover it. That's a close call for Cuba. We do have someone from Cuba North Fulton. Jeremy Thumb is watching us. Thanks, Jeremy. There's a penalty.
Wow, he was questioning off of the pass the ball when he kicked it. He's kicking it off this. You understand what I'm saying? His one foot's ahead of where he's kicked, like, so he can kick his back foot over it is what the guy was asking.
It is going to be Wildcat ball.
They talk it over. And
River
change
Ridge
their
ball,
mind.
sorry. River Ridge ball. Both teams are the Wildcats.
They didn't have to call to New York for that review or anything.
And the
decided.
Wildcats have scored within 30 seconds of getting the ball, and they're going to get the ball again with 5 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. We're in the Wildcat formation. Engel is playing wide receiver. Rhodes runs, and he's going to get maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards. Yard.
Rhodes brought down by Mark.
I like it that we're mixing up. It's tougher to defend, right, when you go from normal quarterback, Wildcat formation.
Yeah, well, they're getting everybody mixed in here, and Diaz and Engel and Rhodes and just about even across the board. It's can't key on anybody. I mean, you got to just be ready for anything, and that's tough to do.
We are, I don't remember what I was going to say.
Well, it's 2nd and 8 regardless here with 4:44 to go in the second quarter. River Ridge with lots of time left to try to punch it in again.
Oh, penalty flag.
I think River Ridge might have had a man across the plane. Yep, that's what it was. Lined up a little too far forward.
On the River Ridge Wildcats. Brings up second.
I don't know who that penalty was on, but I do want to see Jarrett Schoenhardt is out there playing right. Is it right guard? Is that what it is?
Yeah, you can
And
call it
this
that.
is his first or second main game. He's one of the new subs in there for Jacob Sollers.
Well, the same
and,
play. Engel keeps it on the option.
And Engel breaks loose.
He's got some space.
There is no flags on the play, and he is in for the touchdown. The River Ridge Wildcats have scored 12 points in less than 40 seconds. And I was watching Schoenhardt on that play, and he pushed his guy back 5 yards, so that was good. You want to check to see how we sound?
Nope.
Oh, was that cheering noise? Sorry. Anyhow, Wildcats will be the River Ridge. River Ridge will be going for 2 points. The score is 34-0, and there is still 4 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the half.
Engel with the second score of the game.
I think so. We're up to 46 viewers. We want 50.
Just pull up my phone.
If you're out there, spread the word. Extra credit in Mr. Green's math class. If you tune in.
I thought you were going to say Mr. Divers. I was like, no, but Mr. Green is totally fine. Wildcats are in the, is that I formation? Is that the pistol? What's that called? And he's passing, and his pass is incomplete. It was they threw it to Dalton Wachter. That has to be a mistake. I'm just picking on Dalton. Dalton's our center. That's why.
Center eligible.
Yeah, center eligible. Anyhow, we will be back in 60 seconds. All right, we're back. Wildcats are about ready to kick off. Engel is doing the kicking instead of Wachter. Wachter's been doing all year. We don't know quite what the change is. We'll have to ask Coach Nicholas in our weekly press conference.
Well, Engel's filling in just fine. We're
Oh,
going
yeah,
to see
he's
a
got a
deep
good
one
leg.
here. Yep, there he
There
goes.
it is. It's hit over number 9's head.
It does stay in bounds this time, so he's going to field it. And he's able to return the ball just shy of his 20, but
Yep,
boy,
about 18, 19-yard line. Cuba North Fulton has their work cut out for them here. They gotta run, they gotta score, and they gotta not give the Wildcats the ball yet this half.
yep, I think best scenario for them is they're going to try to obviously get the ball down and score, but maybe chew up the remaining clock here in the first half and go in with some momentum.
Short snow squall. Yeah, that last. Whoever played that up. Whoever played last night had some pretty snow to play. Warren or whatever.
Wildcats still in that cover 2 with one linebacker, groupie playing linebacker, who's been doing a phenomenal job.
Hand off to Gilpin. He's able to get 3 or 4 yards.
Gilpin.
Good start for Cuba North Fulton.
Yeah, and they got plenty of time to keep running it here. They got 2 timeouts remaining, so wouldn't be surprised to see another one.
Ooh, 47. This game also will be saved on YouTube, and it'll be there until YouTube goes out of existence.
I don't see that happening, Mike.
Not in the next
anytime
20 years
soon.
at least. So these kids will be able to watch it 20 years from now. And nice run there by Cuba North Fulton.
Gilpin gets around the left side there, finally tripped up by Sam Whitmer.
Yeah,
He's up. He's got the first down.
that was one of the best runs so far for Cuba North Fulton of the night. They've been doing most of their damage in the air, so that was a very good run for them.
Whitmer made
That was a nice
made that
tackle.
play from the opposite end of the field. And
Timeout.
what we got here? Oh, it looks like we might have an injury. Need equipment. Maybe equipment timeout there. Injury timeout. Something. Need to get a guy subbed out.
Yeah, it looks
I
like the
think it is
trainer
gonna
is
be an
running
injury.
across the field.
Probably just a little blood or something like that. So I'm sure he'll be back soon. That's 66 heading out there.
He's a
AJ
big boy.
Bowser.
Yeah, he's getting his hand looked
Yeah,
at.
he won't be out long. So clock starts again here. 2:52 to go in the second quarter. Cuba North Fulton with 1st and 10 from their own 31.
Oh,
Martindale hands off, but Gilpin is met almost as soon as he gets it.
runs into his own guy.
There was a lot of pressure up the middle there from River Ridge.
Pushed him backwards, yeah.
So clock ticking down now. 2:20 remaining.
14. Fries and Dimmer.
Brayton Fry checks in on the line in for number 53. I think that's Pratt. We'll see what the backup quarterback can do on the defensive line.
He's a spark plug.
He is. He could. I think he could play anywhere. So
We've seen him in limited action at quarterback this year,
he
taking
ran
taking
for
two
one and
balls
threw
to the
for
house.
one.
Yeah, he definitely likes to get in there and mix it up. So we'll see how he.
Passing
How they can do
formation.
And there he is with the tackle.
Yeah. Looks like we just called his name. I just heard his dad yell too from the stands. Great job by Brayton Fry.
Proud dad moment there.
Yep. That'll be for a loss. It'll be third and 14, 13 from the 20, their own 27-yard line. Minute 12 left to go.
I think they might see if they can maybe throw for one here and get the first down, and if they can't, I think it's going to be punted away.
Let the clock run.
Back to pass, lobs it up. Engel with a nice play, but
Oh.
there's a flag.
It's going to be passing interference on Angle. That was a jump ball. I don't know how that could be passing interference. That's anyone's, but maybe
I'm not
Engel
sure what the
pushed
flag
with
was
him.
all about. That's for sure. He was just right there. It sounded.
Yeah, he jumped up. Hey, we don't have instant replay, but you do have the DVR feature, which means you can scroll backwards and you can check out that play and
tell us what we did wrong. And
Well, we know that our cameraman has that, so you can tell us by chatting with us, because we can't go backwards, what happened. If that was pass interference or not.
On North Fulton,
Oh, not pass interference. Oh,
on River Ridge, offsetting penalties. Replay, third down.
so I don't know if you heard the announcer, Mr. Jeremy Knauer, who's doing a great job filling in for Principal Bo Books, right, Jeremy? It is offsetting penalties, holding on Cuba North Fulton, and pass interference on River Ridge. So it'll be replay of downs, offsetting penalties. So it'll be 3rd and 14 again on the 27-yard line.
yeah, for those of you not familiar with that offsetting penalties rule, it doesn't matter what the yardage penalty is. If it's one on one side and one on the other, they're going to start over. So 3rd and 14 here, 24 seconds to go. Martindale back to pass. Swings it out to, or looked to swing it out there to Gilpin, but
Picks up the pass.
Caleb Rhodes is there to break it up. So 19 seconds remaining here, and I think we're going to see another punt.
The Wildcats came with everything there in a monster blitz. I think they brought the kitchen sink too. And the clock unfortunately stops for Cuba North Fulton. And the Wildcats they're going to get about 15 seconds. I doubt they'll try for something, but you never know. Coach Nicholas called that timeout a couple games ago, which worked out awesome, so we'll see.
Yeah, tough to say here. There's not very much time left, so
No, but this is the
risk,
playoffs.
the
You
risk
don't want
reward
to.
here, but
Yeah, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
motion off the punt formation.
They did that before.
Plenty of time to punt it. Short punt. Hits right around the 50, and it's going to roll laterally and stay there, and it's going to be down by Gilpin. So 8 seconds remaining here. River Ridge is going to take over just inside of Cuba North Fulton territory.
Ridge will take
And we
over
will be back in 60 seconds.
49.
We're back with a little less than 60 seconds. The Wildcats look like they're going for it. 8 seconds left to go on their own 50, and they play fake. Screen pass to Rhodes, but Cuba North Fulton's there, but Rhodes takes
out in
off.
space.
There's a flag. There's gonna be a block in the back.
Time expired, but Rose is still on his feet, and he's brought down around the 10 of Cuba North Fulton, but there's a
Nice
flag
call.
on the play.
Whoa. Whoa, there's a flag. There's a fist has been thrown.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
no. Something happened. It looked like a River Ridge player pushed someone, and then
It was after.
a North Fulton player responded. So, but go back to the original play. There was I believe, a block in the back on River Ridge. So the time has expired. We have not heard if anyone's been ejected or anything. We'll find out at halftime, and we'll come back.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll see you in 8. You know what? River Ridge, the communications class that we have does run a weekly news show, so you're right there on our River Ridge AV Club page, so you can watch that. And it's about 8 minutes long, and we'll be back about then for the halftime. So we'll see you then. All right, we are back with the start of the third quarter. We did get over 51. We're up to 56 views. We did end the quarter with some fireworks, a little pushing and shoving. And what we heard from, we'll give a plug to the Scoop, Todd Nielsen, reporter on the sidelines. Got the scoop from the officials. Number 9, Quentin Gilpin for Cuba North Fulton has been ejected, and number 21, Joe Diaz for River Ridge has been ejected. The penalty, as of now, hurts River Ridge a little more because if you are ejected in a game, you cannot play in the next game. So if River Ridge were to win this game and move on to the playoffs, they will not have Joe Diaz.
That's right. It'd be a one-game suspension. So, but we'll see. We got a lot of football to play here. So Engel to kick off, and here we go. Martindale returns it from his own 10.
He makes a nice move.
Run. And Engel's going to bring him down around Cuba North Fulton 44. So very nice return. And
you know, and he slipped too. The field must be just a little slippery. But the sun's out.
Yeah,
and it's turned out to be a good day.
Yeah, hopefully it stays out. It is still pretty windy down there, but sun feels good. So.
Last call for concessions, so make sure you grab something now. Last call for concessions.
Martindale hands off to number 20, Trevor Goforth, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage or just short of it by a whole slew of River Ridge Wildcats led by Alex Flynn. So.
Yeah,
right away, tackle for a loss right away.
Looking to see who's playing defensive end for Diaz. It looks like it's Trevor Gruby has been moved from the middle linebacker spot and playing defensive end. And it looks like Alex Flynn, number 34, is playing middle linebacker for River Ridge.
Yep, that's what I'm seeing too. And looks like interesting here. Engel's going to shade over to the strong side. They have no coverage on the left. Handoff just barely, and
nice tackle by Whitmer. We've said Whitmer's names a lot so far for tackling.
Yeah, he's getting in there.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Third and a long 9 for Cuba North Fulton on their own 45-yard line. See the ball right there? That's a great shot by Ben. He's also a good weatherman, too, if you ever watch our show. Big play here for Cuba North Fulton.
River Ridge brings 6. Martindale gets the ball off, but it is incomplete, intended for Evan Yaste. I think he might have been able to get a first down there if he'd complete that, but it falls just past the intended receiver. So 4th and 9, but this is definitely go for it territory.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did they go? You go for it now, Coach?
I think you do here.
And it's going to have to be in the air, right?
But they are. You've got a man deep
looks
here.
like
Looks like they're going to punt.
Looks like they are going to punt. I'm wondering if Gruby's going to take Diaz's spot in offense, but it could be Fry too.
Yeah, they definitely got a couple different guys that could, we could throw in there. I'm sure they've got some reps in practice, so we'll see. Running that motion again in the punt formation. 23 gets off a nice punt.
Nice punt. Rhodes goes
Rhodes
back.
He's going to field it from his 24. Ball's loose.
He's got it.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he's brought it in there.
Yates with the long.
I don't know, catching
Yeah, he
punts
made
on weather like this
Well,
is
and
not.
he made him. The punter did a nice job there.
Very
Number
good punt,
23,
yep.
Evan Yace with
22.
a punt of, well, I would say just about 40 yards.
The Wildcats will take over on their own 22, and it does look like Fry's in. We'll see if he's taking Diaz's running spot. And Fry gets the first carry. And he's going to get about a 5-yard gain. Not bad.
Fry picks up 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just got word here, Mike. That was the longest recorded punt in 8-man football playoff history here at River Ridge. So
We were talking about that at halftime about all that Ben Bremer, maybe even though he is cold, he is the only guy to film a playoff football game at
only
River
one.
Ridge. Only one.
One of one.
We got a lot of firsts. It's just another reason why 8-man football is awesome for our school.
Absolutely.
We've been talking at lunch the last couple of days that there should be a lot of other schools that switch it. It's worth it. It's well worth it. Caleb Rhodes runs the jet sweep, and they're there. There's a flag. Looks like number 64 and 53 for River Ridge.
Penalty on the field.
We're going to see what this is. At halftime,
It's got a holding penalty on River Ridge.
Holding on River Ridge.
yeah, they look like they're declining it. They're at halftime. The teams and the captains met at halftime, and the coaches, and there was a lot of shaking hands and hitting each other on the sides and back. So that was a good thing. So hopefully everything's done. Maybe that was just a hold call, but
Yeah, and back to what you were saying about the switching over to 8-man football. I think it's still new enough where it kind of gets looked at as kind of a pride thing.
mm-hmm.
You've had 11-man for so long, you got to swallow your pride, but I don't really see it that way anymore. I think, gosh, if you can put a good competitive team on the field, you should do it. And if you're not able to do that in 11-man, just short of numbers, that's fine. 8-man's a great alternative. So here's Engel around
Engel
the right
breaks
side.
through a tackle, and he's going to get a first down and walks out of bounds.
Engel picks up the first
But we've been talking about Engel all year. Talk about what a weight room can do to somebody. Because he was tall and skinny, and now he's tall and not skinny anymore. He's built. He runs hard.
Yeah, he's a good leader to have out there, and it's especially exciting just being a junior.
Yeah. Calling in the plays. Everyone looking at their wrists.
Yes, they are. It looks
What
like
play is it?
Rhodes is back there looking at Engels. He must have lost his. Saying, "Hey man, show me what's going on here."
Fry gets the ball.
Fry up the middle. Good second effort, but he's met by a second tier of Cuba North Fulton defenders led by 64 Dustin Levitt.
Yeah, a little hesitant there. That'll end soon.
Oh yeah, he's getting his feet wet here.
Oh, yeah.
He's on his.
Yep, and here comes Alex Flynn. He's going to get the ball a couple times.
There goes
And
Rhodes
Rhodes
around
gets the
left.
ball.
Breaks a couple
And Rhodes-
tackles. He's up past the first down marker.
He's got
43,
no one to
man
beat. There is no flag on the play that I could see. Wildcat touchdown. And that will put the score to 40-0, and we will have a running clock now for the rest of the game.
63-yard touchdown run by Caleb Rhodes. Boy, he's got a different gear.
He does. Just shows you how the strong runner Rhodes is. They had him in the backyard. The defensive end had him in the backyard, in the backfield, and he busted, and then he goes 60 yards for a touchdown.
Hand off around to Rhodes again, but he's met by a whole bunch of defenders, and he's going to be well short.
Rhodes is stopped on the 2-point conversion.
So that'll be it. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. The Wildcats up 40-0. and it should be a running clock, and hopefully we can hold on for the rest of the game. We'll
That's
be right
right.
back. We're back. Brighton Angle kicking off.
Yeah, he's been doing a nice job today. He's had plenty of opportunities here. So last kick was down near the 10. Another nice kick.
Right at the 15.
Let him go.
Nice shot by Pratt and Jake Velkamp.
Martindale brings it back. North Fulton will take over on 31. 26, excuse me.
Might be right.
6:20 remaining in the third quarter. Clock is running, and will continue to do so for the rest of the game, outside of the end of the quarter and timeouts. Oh, nice play defensively.
Go
Was
for
that
it,
Gruby
Brad.
That
again?
was Gruby again, snuffing out the quick pitch there. He lost his 6. He moved from the middle over to the end, and now he's just doing the same thing over and over again.
That's at least 4 tackles for him.
Yeah, for sure. He's been in a lot, and almost the majority of them have been for a loss. So
Second and 16 for Cuba North Fulton. Counterplay. And Gruby whiffed on it. Was it Gruby? No, it was Winners. But he was able, 23, was able to get about 2 yards until taken down by some cats.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
I saw a game last night up in Potosi, Friday night game, and the field was slick and wet looking and nasty, and this doesn't look anything like it here. I mean,
No,
I'm
the-
sure it's soft, but
Yeah, there's been some, you almost need a little deeper cleats is about
it's
all you
definitely
need.
in good shape. And Martindale said to take the snap here. He's back to pass. Flips it out to the left, but it is incomplete. Intended.
Pass
I,
is
I saw Martindale behind his back telling the running back which way to go.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's Gilpin's spot normally, and they got a sub in there. He's just helping his teammate out, make sure he goes the right way.
Yeah, that's most definitely probably what's going on there. And looks like 23 Yeast is going to get set to punt the ball away again. Another nice reason for maybe to get some schools committed to switching to 8-man football if they need to is they're going to save a lot of money on field paint when you think about it.
Guys ran in a chain over there, field paint. But, actually you'd save money on busing when you get to host your own
Busing,
games.
jerseys,
And
uniforms,
Yep.
equipment.
there's something about I think wearing your own colors on your helmet
Yeah.
that is a big deal
Yeah,
too.
that's it.
So.
Is a big deal. Pride over a lot of things. And well, I was just talking. I can't remember who I was talking to the other day. One of the top of the line high school helmets is going to run you upwards of $500 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about trying to put 20 of those out there, that's a ton of money.
Wildcats subbing up a little bit here on defense. Sorry, on offense.
I formation here. Flynn in the backfield takes the carry up the right side, and he's got a nice gain there, about 6 yards.
Yep.
Just a little I form off tackle handoff.
Flynn picks up 6.
Been a lot of slow to get up plays here. Kids are getting tired. They're getting worn down. It's cold.
Well, I'm just excited to be playing football in November.
Absolutely.
This is new for us.
Yeah, this time of year, there's not everybody's still in it. So a lot of games around the area going on today and last night.
Yeah, and we got up to 54 viewers, so thank you so much. And we talked about earlier that the 8-man group,
Oh, nice play there. 66.
the 8-man football group, did a playoff show on YouTube, and it was excellent. And I know the playoffs are one game in, but I encourage you guys to find that. I think it was. I know it was shared on the River Ridge Wildcat football page, so it's on there. But type in YouTube I8FA, and it was very good. I encourage everyone to see that. The guys that did that are some of the guys that started the league a couple years ago, and that was a really neat thing. 3rd and long for the Cats on the Cuba North Fulton 32-yard line, 37-yard line. And Engel is going to be sacked.
Well, play broke down there. Engel was going down before he could get anything going. Good Cuba North Fulton player slow to get up here, but he's on his feet.
Yep.
Playoff atmosphere like this, Mike, you look around, if teams don't switch to 8-man when they have the opportunity and they do decide to co-op with another bigger town with a stronger program or a bigger program, this kind of stuff doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This would have never happened.
There's not a lot of cons with 8-man football in a lot of pros. What is there a guy? Yeah.
Ball's down to around the 20, just shy of the 20, 19-yard line.
What's the time?
So, clock running down to now 12 seconds, and it looks like before we get in our playoff, we're going to have the end of the 3rd quarter here with River Ridge leading Cuba North Fulton 40-0.
We will be right back in 60 seconds. Our cameraman can show the scoreboard, and we'll be right back. Hey, we're back. Whoops. We're back. Cuba North Fulton taking over. 1st and goal on their own 17. It's going to be hit in the backfield by Caleb Rhodes, I think. Is that 43 or 42?
Well, 42 is
Nope, 42's on the
Allen.
sideline. I see it. It'd be a loss of about 1.
Yep, still the first defense here for the Wildcats, but I would imagine this is probably about it for them.
Yeah, well, Engel's out. And Caden Albright is in. Run up the middle.
Albright makes the tackle.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know, Mike, if there's many teams around the state that have 6'6" corners.
We have 2. When Engel's out there.
Go for it. Brought down by Albright.
Jump ball, they win.
Yes.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 now here for.
Or 3rd and 10, something like that.
Well, I'm just going off the scoreboard here, Mike. I trust the men running those positions, and
Run by,
Nice play
tackled
there.
by Darren Winters, 63.
that winner made a nice play there, number 20.
Brought down
By
Trevor.
about a loss of 3.
Yep, Trevor Goforth having a tough day here, not able to get much going. He had a couple nice runs early, but nice play there by Winter. 4th and 13 now for the Wildcats of Cuba North Fulton. And they will
Look the punt here.
assume the punt formation, yep. Yeast with a nice punt last time, but that was with the, well, that was with the different direction of wind here. Wind's calmed down. It's going to be a roller for sure, yep. And Rose is just going to let it go here. The ball will be downed at the Cuba North Fulton 43.5-yard line.
Wildcats, the River Ridge Wildcats will take over on Cuba North Fulton's own 43-yard line.
43.
And
Looks like some different guys coming in here.
Yep.
James Allen is in. Number
looks like
42.
Fry is playing quarterback. Here
Rhodes
comes
coming
Caleb
off here.
Rhodes.
Gruby in for him. See Gruby get a couple carries down the stretch here, I'm sure. 57, Jarrett Schoenhart's still in there yet, so still the same front 3 there.
Pratt, Wachter, and Schoenhart. Fry's going to keep it himself. He slips, and he's able to get back to the 45-yard line for a loss of 2.
It's a little slippery out there.
Yeah,
in the middle.
I
You
think
can definitely tell.
It's
there's
just
some
not.
mud.
Yeah, it's good foot, but not perfect. There's slipping
you're
and
not-
sliding a little bit.
Kind of got to get your momentum going and just ride with it, not try to do too much. It's just tough to run a finesse game here with weather like this. But
If you can make a cut, you're gone because no one else is
yeah,
going to be able
if
to.
you do manage to plant your foot, you're one of the only ones. Number 9 also out there at wide receiver for the Wildcats, Connor Tippett. Fry keeps it around the left side.
He makes
He's
a
got
nice
some room to
move.
run. There's a cut that stuck.
Yeah, and he's going to get about 10 yards. Oh, there's a
On the
flag.
play.
Fry keeps it. Picks up
Thrown
about
towards
8.
the back end of the play here,
There's
so
a flag on the play.
nothing up at the point of attack.
What is that? Both
Unsportsmanlike contact.
Yeah,
By-
unsportsmanlike conduct.
on Cuba North Fulton. We do have a Cuba North Fulton fan that chatted with us, Rachel Hansen, Go North Fulton Wildcats. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting with us. So it'll be a first down for the Wildcat, River Ridge.
Clock still running, 7:45 remaining in the game. And with the 15-yard penalty, the ball is going to be moved up to the 20-yard line. So at the red zone's gates here, River Ridge heading in. Fry's got back on his left and right. Gruby and Flynn, and the handoff goes to Gruby.
Gruby.
Gruby are on the left side, picks up
Breaks a tackle.
8-9 yards there, just shy of the first down. Nice run by Gruby.
Rudy picks up.
Yeah, I'm trying to see who the other running back is. Oh, I think it's Flynn. Flynn and Gruby in at running back.
Tippett coming off the field, and 88 Jake Wildcat enters the game.
Jake was in the play last night. A lot of these guys were, and Jake did a great job in the play.
Yeah, it's great to see these guys getting an opportunity to show off some skill in more than one area.
There's the counter to
Gruby
Gruby,
again.
and
He gets up to about the 6. That's going to be enough for a first.
I think so.
6-7 yard line here. Maybe the 8.
How much time we have left?
6:28 remaining in the game here as the clock continues to run, and I don't think there's going to be any reason for River Ridge not to put the ball on the ground.
No.
2 in a row for Gruby, so maybe we got one coming for Alex Flynn.
Now is Rockford Christian Life and Schlarman playing right now also? Is that right?
What?
I was trying to look at the scoreboard.
Yeah. Do we know?
Gruby gets it again around the right side, and he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Trevor Gruby. I think that's his first of the year, isn't it?
That might be the first of the year for the young man. And the crowd is just going wild here for Gruby.
Oh, I should have. There, do that
He
again,
just
would
can't
ya?
give him enough.
There we go. He's got the old.
So Wildcats line up for 2 here. Looks like Fry's going to keep it. Finds a cut
And
to
he's
run
in.
through, and he's got it. 2-point
Fries in
conversion is
for
good.
two-point conversion.
So with this clock stopped here at 5:55 remaining to go in the game, River Ridge 48, Cuba North Fulton 0.
We'll be back in 60 seconds. We're back. Wildcats are kicking off angle to do the kicking.
Looks like I'm sure we're going to see another deep one here, and got a little right to left wind, which is going to favor his soccer style kick. So there it goes. Tough one to handle.
Ooh,
20
slip.
slips a little bit, but everybody's slipping
Oh,
out
he
there.
slipped again.
It is. It's got to be slimy.
Yeah, I think that's a good word, slimy.
Well, even though it's windy today, there hasn't been a lot of sun. It doesn't.
No.
Whatever moisture's on the ground's not going anywhere. So there was a lot of. But 3 days ago, we looked out here and it was snow white. So
My dad, who is an official weatherman, said he had 4.8 inches in that this week.
I know a lot of the Dubuque area was reporting 4 to 5, 5.2 I think in Dubuque, something like that. So
Cuba North Fulton will take over on the 25-yard line.
looks like Cuba North Fulton might be getting set to air it out here a little bit.
Yeah, no one in the backfield. Why not?
Martindale does have a good arm, so Fry coming off the end here on the rush. He's going to throw it deep. Oh, what a great catch. If he made it, he did.
He did.
Holy smokes, 23.
Oh,
TL the Yates with the long completion.
flag. See what happens here. It was a great catch.
23 Evan Yace, the receiver making the catch.
Must have came up and said something.
Yeah, afterwards, unsportsmanlike conduct, so the ball will be backed up, but the reception will stand, so the 15-yard penalty will go from the spot, the down spot. So they'll get the yardage marker set here at the River Ridge 49, and then they'll count it back 15 yards. So that's unfortunate to see a little bit. I mean, it's a frustrating game,
yeah.
but
Great
he
play
makes
like
a
that,
great play.
though. So it's going to come back to their 36-yard line, and they have to go to the Wildcat 39-yard line to get a first down. So, but they'll be airing it out anyway.
Yep, and his running clock has been in effect. We're down now under 3.5 to go. So it looks like this is probably going to be Cuba North Fulton's last shot here. Empty backfield again for Martindale. Got a new receiver out there, getting him in place.
Ooh.
Martindale going to keep it on a busted play, and he's brought down by 53 and 63. Pratt and winner.
Yeah, it was not Martindale's fault. There was a bad snap there right at his toes, and
Yep,
he did what he
couldn't
could
handle
with it.
out there. Kay and Moulton out there at wide receiver, the freshman for Cuba North Fulton, getting some action.
I see 50 yards to go. Let's get a 20-yard loss.
Should I say this brings up second?
No. Oh my gosh.
I should laugh. The Bears had like a third and 40.
You look for the down mark. I'm like, where is it?
So, Cuba North Fulton.
Martindale rolls out, and the ball's picked off. Brayton Fry with the interception.
On his backside.
He slips and
Slip it, intercepts
slips and
it.
falls. Just happened to fall at the perfect spot for the ball to drop right in the basket. And Brayton Fry's first career playoff interception. Many more to come, I'm sure.
So we are looking to see who's winning between Schlarman and Rockford Christian Life. Have we heard anything, Mr. Knauer?
I haven't found it.
If anyone out there can quick check and text us to see how they're doing, if there's any scores been posted yet.
They played last night.
Oh, they did play last night, so we should know.
Looks like Keegan Schoener entering the game now for River Ridge, as well as 77 Owen Holcomb,
Big O.
and amongst others. And we got a minute 20 left here. I wouldn't be surprised if Fry's just going to take a knee here. And River Ridge will try to get out of here healthy. And
We have some kind of
motion out of the sideline. And
Yep, the clock's still supposed to be running.
that is definitely a false start. Sideline motion. Never seen that one pulled off.
The clock stops though. Change
Clock-
possession. No, second down. Now it is. Ben, you can zoom back a little bit if you're still awake with us. Ben, when the game's over, when we talk about you, you have to stand in front of the camera and wave high so we can give you your kudos.
Ref's doing a good job here. Under a minute to go. Just telling everybody, hey,
Yep.
stay off the center here. You know, everybody, let's finish the game with some class, as they all do. Fry takes a knee, and they are not going to blow it back in, so they can let it go. So clock's going to tick down. The play clock has expired, and the River Ridge Wildcats are going to emerge victorious
And
from
win
this.
their first ever playoff game.
That's right. Level 1 I-8FA playoff football action. River Ridge Wildcats defeat the Cuba North Fulton Wildcats.
Just
To
want
move
to
their
thank,
record to 7-3 and the score 48-0.
want to thank everyone for joining us. Thank the Cuba North Fulton fans. Have a great year. Happy holidays coming up. And Coach, anything before we go?
Well, it was. I definitely didn't think it was going to look like this after that first quarter.
No.
River Ridge found the weakness and attacked, and really impressive running game, just like we've seen a lot of the year. But things only get tougher from here. There's a reason why it's called playoffs, because if you don't win the game, you're off. You're done. So,
Yeah.
there's going to be definitely a formidable opponent ahead of them, which will yet to be determined, obviously. But whether we're home or on the road, we'll have to be prepared.
Yeah, we'll, there's the kids are out there. Mr. Knauer, did we find out what we're doing? We play here.
Home Schlarman Friday night.
We play here
All
Friday
right.
night against Schlarman, and we will be broadcasting that live on the air. And
We can't guarantee it's going to be any warmer than this, but if you can make it out and support the team, that's great. If not, we'll be right back here.
yeah, right, Ben, if you want to get in front of the camera there, zoom back so we can actually see you. And we want to thank Ben Bremer, our camera person.
Ben did a nice job. He was
Ben did a great
hunkering
job. Got
down in
lots of
there.
compliments. And there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, he's thrilled to be there. And anything else before we get going?
I'm happy we're going to do this another week.
Yeah, I mean we are too. And if the farther we go, if they have internet, we're gonna do it. So.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm Mike Demmer, and this is
Jake
Jake Green. Sorry, Jake Green. And we will try to do better next time, and we'll see you guys next week here at 7 o'clock.
That's right. Go Cats.
All right, bye-bye.